Hey guys, Gungiver here. Today we're taking a look at another Reptilia product. This is their bubble level for the AUS mount. It comes in plastic packaging. Comes with two stickers, the big Reptilia sticker and just the eye. Comes with the two screws that you need to mount it through the AUS. And it comes with the bubble level itself. Now, one thing that I really like about this bubble level is that it is a fixed in-place level. Badger Ordnance makes a bubble level for their mounts, but you have to adjust the bubble level to be level. So I feel like with that kind of system, there's always a way that I could screw it up. And with this system, it's nice because the bubble is always going to be perfectly level with the mount. Now, I could see there being a disadvantage, like if your mount is all screwed up or something. It's nice on the Badger that you can account for small tolerance problems with your rail or the mount, because maybe your rail's slightly off level or something. But in my circumstance, I'm pretty sure that the common variable, the common error, is going to be me way more than the tolerance level on the mount. And then you have to Loctite the Badger Ordnance in place, basically. It's a much more finicky system, and I much prefer that this just screws straight in and there's no adjustment. It's just going to be close enough. They're also using a bubble instead of like a ceramic ball or something, which I've seen people say is more accurate. But again, I'm not asking for perfection. I just want it to be a good idea and give me a heads up if the rifle is level or not. Let's take a look at this thing, all the sides. Got some nice anodizing on this small part. You can see the bubble level vial is held in there with a snap ring. And then we have our thread holes here. All right, let's get this installed. So unfortunately, I was not able to find an Allen key in my nice set that matches this, so I had to open up my drawer and pick out an Allen key at random to find the right one. This appears to be the correct Allen key. It's a 0.1095 inch or 7/64 or 2.78 millimeter wrench. Probably, I would say, it's the 7/64. Because since Reptilia is an American country, they don't use the blasted metric system. That most likely makes the most sense. So if you have one of those, just grab that. Unfortunately, I only have 1/8 and a 3/32, so neither of those fit properly. But thankfully, that's why you keep a drawer full of Allen wrenches, so you'll always have the right one. It would be nice if Reptilia would provide, or at least let you know, which size you needed. All right, so let's install this. But unlike the other times where I just say, hey, you better go back and Loctite it, this time I'm actually going to show you the process of how to Loctite these screws, because I've been asked a couple times, and it is a little bit different with these tiny little screws for scope mounts and stuff. All right, so step one is still the one that I show you. We're going to do a dry fit here. So this is the AUS scope mount that I want to use it on. Look at that beautiful non-matching tanidizing. We're going to get all 50 shades of FDE. That's exactly where we're going to want it. You can see there's a little bit of play here, but once those screws tighten it up, it should be held perfectly so you can get your perfect level. All right, so let's grab the Loctite and see what to do with that. So what you want to do is you're going to grab your Loctite, and you're going to grab also some sort of small stick, a toothpick or something. I have these little swabs that I have, and you'll see why we need this in a second. So first what you want to do is get the blue Loctite. Blue, don't use red. Don't worry, you don't need it for scope mounts or anything like that. So get a little bit on the threads, set that down somewhere. You can set it, I like to set it on the wood because I don't want it to all get absorbed again by the paper towel. Paper towel is just to contain the mess. So make sure you fully saturate those threads. And then the other thing you're going to want to do is saturate the threads inside the mount itself. And you'll notice that because of surface tension, because the thing is so small, you're going to have trouble getting the Loctite in there. And that's where your toothpick comes in. So we're going to grab our toothpick and we're going to just break the surface tension up. And now those threads are getting a good coating of the Loctite. You want to do both ends. You want to do the threads here and the threads on your fastener. And then we're going to scoop up the excess with our little swab. Beautiful. All right, so let's insert that into the side. Make sure your Reptilia little eyeball is facing upwards. Then we're going to grab our screws. This is the hardest part to do around the camera. We're going to put those in, tightening them all the way. Get the first one in just barely snug, and then you can get the other one in tight. Do the same with this one. No reason to necessarily use the long end. Just get it as tight as you can with the short end of the Allen key so you don't over torque it or strip it. You'll notice that we have some spillage here, the Loctite, and that's fine. We'll just clean that up with a Q-tip. But there you go. You have your level installed on your AUS scope mount. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and thanks for watching.